Alrighty guys, and welcome back to a brand new video. So the Charlotte Hornets have made multiple moves this offseason. So they went ahead and extended LaMelo Ball. They also went ahead and brought back Miles Bridges on his qualifying offer. Then they also went ahead and drafted Brandon Miller with the the second overall pick. So they went ahead and extended LaMelo Ball. They also went ahead and brought back Miles Bridges with the qualifying offer. They also went ahead and drafted Brandon Miller with the second overall pick in the draft. They also went ahead and drafted Nick Smith Jr. later on. And they went ahead and drafted James Nagy, and they signed Frank Ntilikina. They also went ahead and drafted Amari Bailey. So obviously they did a lot this offseason, but if you look at the rotation right now, we got LaMelo Ball, we got Terry Rozier, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, Nick Richards. They want to start over Mark Williams. I'm actually going to go ahead and start Mark Williams here. We got Gordon Hayward coming off the bench as our sixth man. We got Nick Richards, we got Cody Martin, we got Nick Smith Jr., and then we got Frank Ntilikina out of the rotation, which I would love to run a 10-man rotation, but I'm just going to play our 9 best players in the rotation. So, I'm going to simulate to the end of the season. I do not plan on stopping at the trade deadline this year, but probably next year I'll see you guys at the end of the season. So Nikola Jokic is your MVP, Rookie of the Year, Victor Wembanyama, Sixth Man, Chris Paul, Defensive Player, Miles Turner, Most Improved, Neil Gafford, Coach of the Year, Joe Mazzulla. So this year, we did not do good at all, trust me. So, I didn't see who made All-NBA Rookie team, but we were one of the worst teams in the NBA for sure. And, yeah, we were 21-61, right behind the Wizards. So we were pretty bad, one of the worst teams in the NBA, which is kind of a disappointment. I expected us to at least make the play-in, but we got 21 from Melo, 18 from Brandon Miller, his rookie year, so pretty good. We got 16 from Miles Bridges, 15 from Terry Rozier, 11 from Gordon Hayward, 8 from Nick Richards, 8 from Nick Smith. We got 8 from Mark Williams, with 9 rebounds and 1 block per game. We got 5 from Cody Martin and 0.6 from Frank Ntilikina. So I don't plan on bringing back Gordon Hayward this year, and I'm not quite sure we have a lottery pick in the draft. So we'll see who wins the NBA championship here. So like I said, I expect us to at least make the plan, but I guess we didn't. So we got the Lakers and the Celtics in the finals, and we got the Lakers going on to win the championship. Finals MVP is LeBron James. At least getting 1 first-round pick for him would be great. Let's go ahead and see what offers we can get for Terry Rozier. I feel like the best trade we can do here is getting Javon Carter and a first-round pick from this year. We get pick 19 in the draft for Terry Rozier. At least getting a first for Terry Rozier would be great. We trade into the draft here, but if we can get somebody else instead of Javon Carter, I kind of got him in the last video. Instead, let's just say they give me Kobe White instead. Very good role player off the bench. We can get him on our team. Hopefully, maybe he can start. I don't know. We just get a first-round pick, trade into the draft. We get Kobe White on the team. They counter it. They want a second-round pick for him. All right, deal. Okay, we get a first-round pick for Terry Rozier, and we get a pick in the draft. So we traded up to get pick 19 in the draft from Terry Rozier trade, and let's see what's available here. I mean, I'm leaning towards, taking, a forward here because we definitely need some. So I'll go on and take Terrence here and maybe move into the small forward or the power forward. Maybe he can go up small. Ross. We also got that second-round pick. Last pick in the draft, give me Robert Dillingham, I guess, and that will conclude my draft here. So we get a 74 and a 70. So pretty good draft for us. Now we got to go into team play options now. Mark Williams, I'm accepting. Bouganet, I guess I'll go ahead and accept JT Thor. I'll accept James Nagy, I'm accepting. For Amari Bailey, I'm going to decline. I'm pretty sure he's on a 2-way contract in real life, so I'm actually going to decline that so we can save up some money, I guess. So qualifying offers, we got nobody, which means we're in free agency here. So I was looking around free agency here. We're not going to have enough money to like a Kawhi, Harden, or PG. I really don't want them anyway. So one player I am kind of interested in acquiring here in free agency is Lonzo Ball. He is hurt for the entire season right now, so maybe next year he'll be ready to go, fully healthy. You never know what could happen here. So I'm going to try and get Lonzo Ball on this team, but the problem is Miles Bridges, I believe, is a free agent as well. So it's going to be hard to retain Miles Bridges and Lonzo Ball. It's going to be hard to, sign Lonzo Ball and Miles Bridges because that will be a lot of money. It's probably going to let me sign Miles Bridges, and yet, he's not interested. He's not interested in negotiating with us. Tactic to go ahead and re-sign Miles Miles Bridges, even though he says he's not interested in negotiating with us. Let's say we offer like Miles Bridges a contract right now. So we search up his name, Miles Bridges, Miles Bridges. So let's say we give him a contract, right? It's probably not going to let me do it. It probably is. So let's say we dump somebody off real quick. So we're a little bit off from signing him. Let's say if is there anybody that's making like too much money on the team. So Kobe White just got him. I'm not dumping him. James Bouknight is an option. We could trade him for like a second round pick or something like that. Cody Martin as well. So a lot of players we can go ahead and dump here. But I'm actually going to start off with dumping James Bouknight. I don't know if he's going to turn anything in the league. He was in the summer league this year, and he didn't really play good, which is kind of unfortunate. So let's see if we get at least like a second round pick for him. So I'm sending him over to the Orlando Magic, a young team that is all about developing players. So let's just say we send him to the Magic for this 1 second round pick. So we get off at Bouknight, and that should be able to let us sign Miles Bridges. Alright, it does. So we can retain Miles Bridges. I'm going to give him a fat contract. I'm probably going to have to. So I'm going to give him a big contract here for Miles Bridges. Let's say it's a 4-year deal, $28 million, absolute bag for Miles Bridges. And then Lonzo Ball's here. I don't know if we'd be able to bring him in. No, we really can't. We can offer this, but it's probably going to say we can't, though. He could agree to this, but he does decline. So I'm going to need to probably dump one more person off. Let's say we go ahead and dump probably like Cody Martin off because he is making $8 million. Maybe a team could like really want him in free agency because I really want to pair LaMelo and Lonzo. Let's say the Oklahoma City Thunder offered me like a first round pick for him, which I don't think he's worth that. Honestly, just a couple seconds would be nice. So let's just say we dump him off for like they have a lot of picks, so they wouldn't mind just trading 2 seconds for him. Maybe let's say it's 2 seconds for Cody Martin. Doesn't really matter too much. A first is kind of insane. So 2 seconds. We send him to the Thunder. So can we go ahead? I'm just gonna get Miles Bridges under contract first. I'm gonna wait until day 3. Gordon Hayward, I'm not too concerned about. I'm not gonna retain him. So Lonzo Ball, is he still here? Yes, he's still here. I just walked right past him. All right, so it is gonna give me some more money to sign him, but it's still not. Let's just say we had a player to the end of that. Maybe that will okay. Alright, so he's right now he's asking for too much money for us to even offer him. So I'm gonna wait. I'm just gonna get Miles Bridges under contract. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. Is he still there? Okay, he's getting 11 offers now, one from the Orlando Magic. But let's just say no team offers him a contract and we wait till like day 12 to see if he's still here. So we're on day 12 here. I did offer him a contract, but we offered him the most money we possibly could, and we're on day 12, so yeah, he did end up staying for free until day 12. It's kind of dumb, because I offered him the most money I possibly could, way more than any of these teams, and he still declined the offer, which is kind of insane, I guess. There's nobody else we could necessarily dump, and I did sign some depth. I did sign Josh Green. He was a free agent. I also did sign Derrick Jones Jr. It's kind of crazy how he didn't sign with us then. Maybe he still does, but I'm not taking any chances. So to be honest, I'm gonna sign an extra guard just in case. So I'm not gonna. We could sign Monte Morris, bring in more depth, but we do have Nick Smith. If he doesn't develop, he could still sign him. Monte Morris is for depth purposes. I'm gonna go for a young Jose Alvarado here on a nice 2-year deal. Jose Alvarado, welcome to the team. Then Lonzo, can you sign with us now? That would be great. Alright, man, I don't see Lonzo Ball here, which means he did not sign with us, which is kind of dumb, to be honest, because, okay, is he still a free agent? Because there's no way he's declining that. Okay, let me see. Well, let me see if Lonzo Ball is free agent. So, Lonzo Ball, he signed with the Magic? Wait, what? We offered them that exact same contract, though. To be honest, dude, this is not making sense to me, but alright, man. We can't get Lonzo Ball, which is kind of dumb. I really expected us to. So go ahead and hop into player progression, man. So LaMelo Ball's up, Brandon Miller's up, Mark Williams is up, Jose Alvarado is up, Nick Smith, Josh Green, Derrick Jones Jr. is up, as well as JT Thor and James Najee. So I expected us to get Lonzo because my plan was actually really working, but it turns out it just fell flat on his face. So we can try and revisit the idea later in the video, but I don't know. So your rotation is LaMelo Ball, Kobe White, Brandon Miller, Miles Bridges, Mark Williams, Nick Richards, Jose Alvarado, Nick Smith Jr., Derrick Jones, and then Josh Green in the rotation. I'm going to run a team rotation because we definitely need Josh Green in the rotation. Really good role player. So, our depth is really good, so maybe we can be a sneaky contender this year. You never know. I'll see you guys. I might step at the trading line and try and trade for Lonzo Ball, but you never know what could happen. So this year we did not. I mean, we did make the play in. We did make the playoffs, so we got to play the Miami Heat. But heading into our player stats here, we got 23.5 from Brandon Miller, 22 from LaMelo Ball, 15 from Miles Bridges, 14 from Nick Smith, 10 from Kobe White, 9 from Mark Williams, 7 from Nick Richards, 6 from Jose Alvarado, 5 from Josh Green, and 4 from Derrick Jones. So against the Miami Heat, we are going to lose. We're going to beat them, but we're going to lose by the Pacers in our last chance to make the playoffs. So the Pacers, they had Tyrese Halliburton, Maxey, and they also had Ron Holland. So pretty decent team, but we do lose. So we're going back to the offseason. The Hawks do win the championship. Finals MVP going to Trae Young. So player retirements, we got Mike Conley, Brook Lopez, Eric Gordon, Nicholas Batum, and Jeff Green. So this year we might actually have a chance. We're projected the 13th pick in the overall in the lottery. So let's see what pick we get, and we do get the 13th pick in the draft. So if you look what's on the board here, this draft is pretty good here. It's the Trey Johnson, Cooper Flagg, Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper. So honestly, it's a pretty good draft here. I mean, it'll probably be impossible to get Cooper Flagg. I don't know if I really want him anyway. We already got Brandon Miller. So we're projected to go ahead and draft with pick 13. We're projected to go ahead and draft Jason here. Well, what is interesting here is that we can take on Lonzo Ball's contract here. We can throw Kobe White, Jose Alvarado, Josh Green, and 3 first-round picks at the Orlando Magic for Lonzo Ball. Maybe we can finally get him on the team and pair him with LaMelo Ball. Let's see if we can do it. Let's see if they agree to this, and they do agree. We get Lonzo Ball on the team. Let's go ahead and move him to shooting guard. I mean, yeah, let's go. I didn't mean to fix his name. Let's go ahead, move him to shooting guard. It doesn't really matter who we move. I mean, they're both going to go down or up. I'm just going to go ahead. I'm just going to go ahead and move like LaMelo there. Sure, it doesn't really matter. I might fix who's point guard and shooting guard, but I guess that's where it is. And we still got a pick in the draft. We don't have to give up that. So, I mean, once again, 3 first-round picks is a steep price for Lonzo Ball, but in 2K, he's, like, really good. So, pick 13. We got Ethan now. We got Basala still on the board, which is kind of good. We got VJ here, Carter Bryant. I feel like the one thing we lack is forward depth. So, I mean, Carter Bryant might be the selection here. So let's go ahead and take Carter Bryant because we lack in forward depth right now after trading Josh Green. So, we also got a second-round pick. I'll go ahead and take, let's say we go and take Caleb Foster here, and that'll conclude my draft. We also had another pick, like 2 picks. So, I'll also go ahead and accept Carter Bryant. I'll accept Caleb Foster. I'll accept Christian Reeves, and I'll send him. Okay, we can't send him on 2 weeks since he wasn't the second. I mean, he was. I'm just gonna accept both of these guys. So team play options. Brandon Miller, I'm gonna accept. Mark Williams, I'm gonna accept. Nick Smith, I'm gonna accept. Nick Richards, I'm gonna accept that team option. And then Robert Dillingham, I'll go ahead and decline. I'm not too concerned about him. So qualifying offers, got nobody once again. So we're in free agency here, which we have to worry about JT Thor, I guess, but I'm not too concerned about him. So I feel like we definitely need some depth here. I mean, like our point guard shooting rotation is fine, I guess the way it is. But like forward depth, we have no backup power forward. So go ahead and stack our team with depth now. So Chris Boucher, 80 overall, backup power forward seems quite fine to me. But we got Trey Lyles down here. You really can't go wrong with him. So let's go ahead and sign Trey Lyles to a nice 2-way contract here to get him under contract. Now, I'm not renouncing any of these guys, because I still might bring them back just for depth. So Derrick Jones is a free agent. I might bring him back too. We can also sign like a young Brandon Boston Jr. down here, which that might be the route we go. We also got Maxwell Lewis, which looks like the Lakers actually let him go. I mean, we could bring him in. Maxwell Lewis could be a great addition to this team. Also got like Grayson Allen, which I mean, Grayson Allen is one of the better role players in the league. So give me Grayson Allen once again, like a 3-year deal, $5 million. So Grayson Allen will come in. Hopefully, he can be in the rotation. And then so let's go ahead and just bring these 2 guys in: Trey Lyles, Grayson Allen. Very good additions to the team. And then once again, Derrick Jones. I was still love to bring him back. So apparently we don't have enough money to sign Grayson Allen, which is kind of unfortunate. So I mean, we can still sound like Lindy Waters, Kendrick Nunn, Landry Shamet, Victor Oladipo. Give me Landry Shamet on like a minimum, so he'll sign with us for a minimum contract, hopefully, and he does. So next is probably Derrick Jones Jr. because I would still love to bring him back for depth purposes, though. I mean, or do we sign like another shooting guard or a center? I'm just gonna go ahead and try and sign another forward. So we got Terrence Davis, Ojibwa, Sam Hauser, Chris Duarte, Cody Martin is still here. We can bring him in, which I'm not gonna do. I'm just gonna go ahead and sign Terrence Davis once again to like a minimum, and then Derrick Jones, I'll still bring you back. So let's go ahead and sign Terrence Davis to the minimum, then bring in Derrick Jones Jr. back to the team. So we're kind of stacked with depth here along the boards. I mean, we're still not the best team considering depth, but hopefully Terrence can develop. Hopefully all these guys can develop really nicely. And just in case our center position does not develop, I'll go ahead and sign one. So we got Cody Zeller, we got Wendy Gabriel, Frank Kaminsky, Luke Cornett, Montrezl Harrell, Rashawn Holmes, Kem Birch. A lot of good options here, but do we have a veteran on the team? That's my thing. I mean, you don't really have a good veteran like that can really like be a good locker room player, so I'm gonna look for that. To sign Tristan Thompson to a 1-year minimum contract. We can even give him a 2-year to be on this team. Honestly, or you want to give him a 2-year minimum contract with like a player option. I feel like that's really fair here. Or a team. There's no. Let's say it's a player option, minimum contract. Bring in Tristan Thompson as a nice veteran, a nice proven veteran. I know he's been in all those NBA finals with LeBron, with the Cleveland Cavaliers. I feel like it's a very good addition. So we went ahead and brought in Tristan Thompson. That should be it. I really like that offseason here. We went ahead and brought in a lot of players. So we got a 15-man roster, so it's no point in signing somebody else. I'll see you guys in player progression. Hopefully this will look good, actually. So in player progression here, we got LaMelo Ball going up. We got Brandon Miller going up. We got Lonzo Ball. So we couldn't necessarily keep this LaMelo Ball off the 2, maybe. Then we got Mark Williams going up. We got Nick Smith going up. We got Terrence going up, which I really need that to happen. So we didn't have an established starting shooting guard. Maybe he can take that position. And Terrence Davis is down, but that should be fine, though. So, who is taller, Lonzo or LaMelo? I mean, LaMelo is taller, but I'm still going to play him at the 2. So, I'll see you guys in the season to go through our rotation. Jokic is your MVP, Rookie of the Year, Cooper Flag, 6th man is DJ White. So this year we were actually really successful. This is why I want Alonzo Ball on the team. His defense comes in really clutch. We're the 3rd seed in the East. We got to play the Orlando Magic, though. So heading into the player stats here, we got 26 from Brandon Miller. I was trying to extend him, but he said no, basically to all of our offers. We got 21 from LaMelo Ball, 17.5 from Nick Smith Jr., 14.5 from Miles Bridges, 12 from Mark Williams, 11 from Lonzo Ball, 6 from Trey Lyles, 5 from Nick Richards, 5 from Terrence, then 3.5 from Derrick Jones Jr. So all around really good scoring, and now we got to play Orlando. So the team we got Lonzo Ball from has our backup point guard Jose Alvarado now. So they got Cole Anthony, Lauri Markkanen, Paulo Banchero, Wendell Carter, Cameron Thomas, Zach Collins, Jonathan Isaac, Judon Mintz, Jett Howard, Jaden Williams, and Naeem Knight. So against the Magic, we are gonna go ahead and win in 7. Came close there, and now we got Detroit. So Kay Cunningham, Jay Ivey, Star Thompson, Isaiah Stewart, Jalen Durham, Malik Monk, Marcus Sasser, James Valanciunas, Leonard Millard, Mack, and then we got DeAndre Bembry. So against the Pistons, we are going to go ahead and beat them in 5. Now we get the Cleveland Cavaliers. So we're close to making it to the finals. The Cavaliers actually beat the Hawks for us, so thank you. Maybe we can go to the finals here if we don't have to deal with the Hawks. So, but the Cavaliers are really good once again. So Garland, Mitchell, Okoro, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, Stephen Castle, Jalen Noel, Mo Bamba, Max Strus, Dean Wade, and Isaiah Roby. So honestly, I think we can beat this Cavaliers team, but you never know. So game 1, we do take 35 from Lonzo Ball and 25 from Brandon Miller, 24 from LaMelo, 21 from Nick Smith. So pretty good. Game 2, the Cavaliers do take. Game 3, they take. And game 4, we are going to tie it up. And then we got 48 from Brandon Miller, averaging 31 points in the playoffs. Really good. And then we do take game 5, 37 and 12 from Brandon Miller. So maybe Hornets fans should really be happy about this selection of Brandon Miller. Maybe he can turn to a stud in the future instead of Scoot Henderson. I want to see how Scoot is actually doing after this, though. And then we do end up losing in game 6. So we got a game 7 on our hands. We got 26, 26, and then 22, then 24 from Brandon Miller. So we got a game 7 on our heads here. Let's see if we can go ahead and win here. That would be great. So in game 7 in Charlotte, I believe. So it's a close game, though, but the Cavaliers are winning heading into the 4th, and it's looking like they're going to beat us here. So at least we went ahead and made the conference finals after not making the playoffs at all. So we have a really good future ahead of us. Let's go ahead and advance to the next season. Taking the draft, I'm actually not too concerned about here, so I'm going to go ahead and skip the rookie signing and see who the computer drafted. And the CPU did go ahead and draft Blake. I'm just going to decline him because he's a 6 68 overall. So Brandon Miller, I'm going to accept that team option last year of his contract, me as team option. So Nick Smith, I'm going to accept. Harris, I'm going to accept. Christian Thompson, accepted is nice, a minimum dollar player option, which Caleb Foster, I'm actually going to accept his team. So qualifying offers now. Got Mark Williams as a free agent. I definitely would love to bring him back here. 83 overall, nice center. So Mark Williams asking for about 26 million. With the way he's playing, I mean, I don't know if it's worth. I mean, he did get better. Definitely, he's getting better every year, but still, I mean, 26 million is a lot. I mean, it goes down to 23, but I think that's still quite a lot. Like, I can see like 15, 17, but 23 million is kind of a lot. So I'm gonna wait till the moratorium is over to go ahead and re-sign him. I'm not gonna renounce any of these guys. So moratorium is over. So I'm gonna re-sign Mark Williams and Nick Richards. So Mark Williams, 23 million. I'm gonna lower it as much as possible. Say if we can get to 22.5 million for like 3 years. In fact, that's more. Yeah, it's more fair. All right. So Nick Richards, I'm gonna bring you back as well. 8 million. So let's see, we give Nick Richards 9 million for 3 years. Then we bring the both of those guys back. So Nick Richards signs. Mark Williams signs next. So we got our centers back, and after that, we should be fine. We still got our veteran Tristan Thompson. So I might just run it back here because last year we were actually pretty successful though. So maybe we need to sign another forward though. Let's see what's available. So we got Jayshawn Tate, Hamandu. I might go ahead and sign Hamandu here. So Hamandu Diallo, welcome to the team. 2 years. Let's say it's a 1 year deal. Actually, 9 million. And he might take a while to sign that though. Oh, he actually signs it next week. So we get Hamandu Diallo on the team, which is kind of good. And then yeah, I'm just gonna run it back another year. I'll sign like another guard just in case. So give me give me Demoy Hodge, I guess, like a minimum. And then that should be it. And then I'll see you guys at the end of the season. At the extension deadline, I'm gonna go ahead and extend Brandon Miller to a 4-year deal. So this year we were the 2nd seed, so we got to play the Brooklyn Nets this year. So heading into our player stats, got 24 from Brandon Miller, 22 from LaMelo, 17 from Nick. Nick Jr. has really developed himself to a really good role player off the bench. I haven't noticed him at all. We got 13 from Miles Bridges, 12 from Mark Williams, and 10 from Lonzo. So we got the Nets. So Nimhard, Mikal Bridges, Cameron Johnson, Noah Clowney, and Poku. So against the Nets, we are going to go ahead and get swept. So I'll run it back one more year because that was kind of insane, not gonna lie. We just got swept right off the bat like that. Well, I mean, I'll run it back one more year, and if we still can't, we're gonna have to call it a quit, man. Final year here, we end up being the 2nd seed. So if you look at the player stats here, we got 28 from Brandon Miller, 20 from LaMelo, and 17 from Nick Smith. So against the 76ers here, we are going to go ahead and beat them in 7. Now we got Toronto. So XGA, they somehow got him. They got X Nails. Oh no, we might actually lose. I'm kind of scared of this team, but you never know what could happen. So let's see if we can beat this team, and we do not. So losing 7. That's the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. So one thing I want to do before we end the video was wish Kobe Bryant a happy birthday. I didn't get a chance to do it in the video, so today he will be 45 years old. So happy birthday, Kobe Bryant, one of the greatest players to ever touch a basketball.